How's it going, guys? Brian the Halo here at Triple B. If you've worked with reticulated pythons, you've probably learned a thing or two by now. But what if you've been keeping them for the past 3 decades straight? What would you know then? Today we're going to talk with Jim Jolley. Jim has been working with Retics for over 3 decades now and has a deep-rooted love for them. We'll hear about his experience with these awesome animals and see some of the snakes he's produced as well. You're watching Triple B TV. I heard about you from my buddy Jared Brown. Well, okay. I've heard your name before, even before that, but he kind of backed up what I had already heard. Was that he's like, yeah, Jim's a great guy, man. He works with snakes. And
met Jared about 4 or 5 years ago. Great guy. He's come out to the house a couple of times, went through everything that I got. You know, had fun looking at everything. Done some wheeling and dealing with him. You know, good guy to deal with, absolutely.
So how long have you been in snake? How long have you been working with snake? How did you get into snakes?
12 years old.
12 years old.
55.
That's a long time.
Yeah. 5th grade teacher gave us a science project, anything science related. I dug into some encyclopedias back when the internet wasn't around. Yeah, figured out how to make a snake snare, went out to the canyon, a couple of trips out there, caught a snake. Did a study on it, figured out what it was. It was a typical gopher snake. Did a report on where its regions are, its life expectancy, its breeding cycles, and that kind of stuff. And from there on, it was like I had a snake almost all the time. King snakes, gopher snakes. I got into some boas when I was a teenager. And in my early 20s, a buddy of mine had a Burmese python and I had to top it. Had to. Found a guy in Simi Valley that had captive bred reticulated pythons. And back then, that was unheard of in the 80s, 85, 86. Absolutely unheard of. I went down, met the guy, looked at the babies, picked one out, and it was incredible. And I knew nothing about reticulated pythons, nothing. Took it home, treated it just like I would a berm, and every time I go into a pet shop, you know, get feeder food, they ask you, what do you got? Oh, I got a reticulated python. Oh my God. You know, they start like, oh, those things are this and that. That snake was cool as can be, calm. You know, as long as you didn't startle it, you entered the cage properly, it'd come out, hold it, handle it, no problem. I had that snake for about 7 years or so. 14 foot, never had a problem with it. And it got me hooked on it.
They're smart, right? They're smart.
Very
if you raise them right, if you treat them right, they'll treat you right, right?
They are one of those kind of animals that will think before they just react. They don't just see something and go for it unless it's food. Given the chance to analyze something and think it through, they will figure something out. Absolutely. It's incredible how intelligent they are. I decided about 12, 13 years ago, flipping through the internet, saw my first albino retic and it was blown away. I'd been out of the market for a little while and I was just like, I gotta have that. I gotta have that. Invested in a couple of tiger head albinos. A year later, found a big female that a guy was selling, bought her. 8 months later, she bred, and I bred her to a lab tiger, and she put out 52 babies, 52 eggs. All of them survived, all of them hatched out, and that was it. I was stuck. And it's been a ride like no tomorrow, man. I've had a blast with it. Every clutch that comes out is a new thing. And every egg is like, what's this? What's this? It never gets old, you know? So it's been...
We're at 12 to 55. I mean, obviously, you're not giving up anytime soon.
That's just it, you know? I mean, once I got into the retics, I've had other animals, other snakes in that time, but the retics are always my mainstay. It's what I enjoy the most. It's what I think is one of the most intelligent animals out there for reptiles. It just blows me away how intelligent they are.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. The first time I just got into them recently, compared to you especially, but that's been my experience as well. Is that they're just super intelligent.
I had an experience about 7 years ago. I had an outside room in a garage. I was cleaning cages one night, and a buddy called me up and said, "We need help moving something." So I closed the cage that I was cleaning and left. I was gone maybe 45 minutes. I come back in to go back to where I was at, and the snake's gone. It had pushed the glass. I probably left the glass cracked a hair, and it got it open. Yeah, it's not a big room. It's like a 10 by 10, and it's wall-to-wall cages. So I got up on top of the cages, looked back behind with mirrors, everything else, and the snake's not in there. Had a door hole for the doorknob, that big around. Out of the entire room, it's the only thing I could figure. It got out. So I started searching the garage area. And I found it up on top of that sub room that I built, into the back corner where it was the warmest spot. In a 45-minute period, it figured out how to get out of that 3-inch hole of the entire room and go up and find a warm spot.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
wow.
pretty incredible.
That was just like, that's it. I mean, they analyze.
It's like octopus stuff.
Yeah, if they find a weak spot in a tub, if they can flex something a little bit, it's over with. They know it's there, and it's always going to be there. When you move them from one cage to another.
I had a Phantom Sunfire did the same thing. She found a little spot where she could actually push the door off the track and get out there. And I reinforced it and everything, and she still came back and was like,
keeps going to that spot.
I'm out.
That spot,
same
that
spot. Exactly.
A lot of times when you're cleaning stuff and you go to put them back in, they know it's a cage, and they turn right back around and come back out. Or they'll come back around to the other side and try and come out the other side of the opening and beat you to it.
Yeah, they're quick. They're quick. So,
yeah.
So what do you have here?
This is something that came out a little over a year ago. It's a purple platinum phantom tiger, and she's a sweetheart. I mean, my animals, from when they come out of the eggs, I handle them a lot. I have a couple of people that help me, younger kids, 16 to 19. They handle them through the week also. So it's not like they just get stuffed in a tub and get fed once a week and cleaned once a week. They get handled, they get interacted with often.
Oh,
that really does.
I can tell in her temperament. She's got that.
Really does make a difference. They're not head shy. They're not.
No, she's not shying away from this at all.
Yeah. And, you know, they're not wild runners that, you know, as soon as you take them out, they want to dart and run, or the tag and run. Gotta love the tag and run.
Yeah.
I've gotten animals from some of the other bigger people out there, and it just amazes me how different they are. And it goes from something that you enjoy a lot out of to aggravation. And it's like I said, this animal, I enjoy it a lot. It's an awesome animal. Eats great. And like I said, a little over a year old. It could be bigger, but she doesn't need to be.
Yeah, she looks very healthy.
She's very healthy, good body weight. I'm not worried that she's going to breed at the first day of 3 years of age. You know, she'll go when she's ready to go, but when she's ready to go, she's going to make some beautiful stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. You got a couple other animals here. Can we mind if we take a look at those too?
Some anthrax stuff that came out a couple of months ago. I got an anthrax tiger. They're 50% posset purple. I absolutely did the anthrax stuff.
Yeah, the anthrax stuff is amazing. I don't have any anthrax stuff myself, so every time I see one, it's just like...
That's a platinum anthrax right there.
Yeah, that thing is incredible.
When you take the color of the animal itself and then the jet black eyes, it's just wicked.
Yeah, these are some incredible snakes.
Yeah, and then that's an anthrax tiger. And again, I've experienced some of the anthrax stuff from other people that, you know, they tend to be a little grumpy. They're almost like the granite Burmese pythons. It just seems like if you're going to have a nasty Burm, it's going to be granite or granite related. You know, the anthrax stuff, I've seen other people's be kind of moody, kind of pissy, but these guys are cool as can be.
Yeah, even these, as David, this one's not even head shy.
Again,
amazing.
I interact with them often. And, you
so
know,
if you love them like you do, that's what you do. You can't just let them sit there. You go in there and you check them out. You want to play with them all the time. That's what you do.
I don't want somebody getting anything from me that they absolutely can't stand interacting with. It's kind of like owning goldfish. Yeah, it's great to look at, but you might as well own a goldfish if you got a reptile you can't interact with.
Right.
And when you've got something that I believe is so beautiful that you want to be able to hold, you want to be able to enjoy that, you don't want to bleed every time you do it. You know?
Fair enough.
Yeah, we've got some good stuff going on this year. I've got a purple platinum phantom tiger male that has put a little bit of work in. I've got a few females that I'm waiting to drop right now. Purple motley, phantom sun, het stripe, put an albino genetic stripe sun too.
Wow.
That should produce. I also might have put the purple platy phantom tiger with her because I don't think super phantom sun platinum tiger het purple would be a bad animal to have.
Yeah, probably
I don't think that's a gene combination that would suck.
Probably not.
So yeah, I might have put him in with her too, but she's looking really good and expecting her to drop in the next 3 to 5 days.
Awesome, man.
And man, I can't wait to see what comes out.
That's sweet, Jim. Well, hey, man, I'm gonna be looking forward to the stuff you got going on over there, man.
I'm a little quiet right now on Facebook and stuff, but once things get rolling, I'll be out there
Awesome,
again.
man. Well, I'll be looking for it, Jim.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on and talking to us
Thank you
today,
much, man.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the time.
Cool guy, cool snakes, good times. If you want to know more about what Jim has going on, there is a link down in the description where you can do just that. He works with berms too, you know. And while you're down there, remember to whack that like button if you know what's good for you. Subscribe for more episodes every single Monday and leave a comment and let us know what you would like to see in a future episode. I'd like to give a shout out to some of our supporters on Patreon: Sarah Hoyt, Drew Bonvenuto, Marshall Platts, Liam Armenta, and Greg Touche. A huge thank you to you folks. You really helped us keep our camera game in check this month. If you want to know how you can get involved with that, the link is in the description down below. And if you want to see what happens behind the scenes here at Triple B, there is also a link to my personal channel. Next week, we're going to be talking with Chase Baker from Texas Boa Exotics. And until then, you've been watching Triple B TV. Y'all take care. Give it a little rub. Every time I turn these lights on, this dude gets super excited about being on camera. Touch myself on the face. Home in the mo-mo, with the mo-me. Home in the mo-mo, with the mo-me. Zoom in a little bit more. If you've worked with reticulated pythons, oh man, the fan's still on. And that's what you probably learned a thing or two. How's it going, guys? Okay, let's just start over.
Here, let me.
Hey, Steve.
Austin.
2 by now about what?
Some anthrax stuff that came out a couple of months ago.
Sorry, I'm how you stand. Just say stand. Say bye-bye.